Ladies and gentlemen, this is Connor W. Schuchardt, and this is the Connor W. Schuchardt Show Halloween edition, where we are going to be talking about fall. We're going to have different segments. The first time this has been a multi-segment show is this show. This will be a fantastic show filled with different subjects and stuff like that, but you know what? We got a few minutes to actually just talk about some things that's been going on. We have, of course, during the fall, we have football season, which is fantastic. Which, just saying, we will have a surprise guest coming on to talk about what's been going on in the football world. But we will also be having a review talking about Beetlejuice with me and my buddy Beckett, the great children of the night. To the three people who are watching, please share the mess out of this thing to as many people as you can. This is very exciting. This will be a fantastic show. We have me and my buddy Beckett reviewing the new Beetlejuice movie that just came out September 12th. September 6th. And of course, we will have the autumn fashion show with the great Chelsea Steelman, and that'll be the first segment of the show, which will go on in what time is it? 7:02. It'll be around six or so minutes, which will be very exciting. But so far, we're just going to talk about, hey, how's everyone been doing? Comment away. I want to see how everyone's doing. I want to get everything out of the way. I want to make sure everyone's doing okay. Comment, tell me who you are, who are you, who's watching, and let me give you a good old shout out on the Connor Schuchardt Show. And I can also credit my my fantastic grandmother, Karen Schuchardt, for putting up this great fall decor and behind me, so you can thank her for the great graphics in the back. So that's good. That's pretty great that you do that. Please tell me if my mic is doing good. I think it's okay. I mean, so far it's been doing good every show so far. So yeah. So some of the guests that I'm having on, or one of the guests, Chelsea Steele, will not be a live guest, but it'll be a video segment of her just introducing herself and just kind of showing some good stuff to put up during the fall. And of course, I mean, I know a little bit about fashion, but she knows way more than I do. So I was like, all right, she'll be very good in that spot. And of course, we're going to talk about. I'm going to have two surprise guests on the show. One to talk about horror movies, and the other one to talk about sports. Two very important people to society. All right, it's fantastic. I get to do this show. Kim Martin, or Kim Roos, says, all watching, thank you for tuning in, Mrs. Kim Roos. So, yeah, I am very excited. Let me put up my banner. You're in for a scare. I always love doing that, putting these little banners up. It's very fun to do. I've always liked it. Let me edit it real quick so it can scroll across. There you go. There you go. You're in for a scare. This is very exciting. If you guys didn't notice, the intro has changed. That was in the Jeff Manning show that I first introduced, that new intro. We also got the new logo change from the red, white, and blue to the green and orange, kind of like fall colors. And I love doing that. So, yeah, this will be a fantastic show. It is 7:04. Just in a few more minutes, we're going to have the great Chelsea Steelman on the show. But yeah, I just want to talk about what the show is going to be filled of. But to the 5 people watching, again, please share this. This will be great. I'm going to have one more little advertisement for my show real fast. It'll be around 16 seconds, and we'll be right back after this short little break. Love that intro. I created that. I thought Big Boy would be kind of a cool mascot to have. Thought that would be neat. I will ask the 5 people or 6 people who are watching. There we go. We're getting up there. What is your favorite kind of fall drink? Are you an apple cider person, Are you over there with the pumpkin spice people, or do you not have a choice between the two? Because either way, I just want to hear what you guys think. Are you an apple cider, pumpkin spice, coffee? I mean, it's what I'm curious. Which to the few guests that will be on here, I'll ask. And of course, you have fall desserts. There's a bunch of. I mean, could you put? I guess you could put pumpkin pie in the spot. The great Connor Schuchardt, we are watching. So happy to have you watching this show and going on this great ride with us. All right, please again share this so I can get a few people watching this, and it'll be a good show. But I did say in the bio, hey, ladies, get your pumpkin spice. Men, put your flannels on. All right, this will be a very fun show that I'm going to enjoy the mess out of. Okay, I mean, I've been waiting for a holiday themed show. I've talked about it a little bit in my Instagram shows that I've had. I've always talked about having multiple holiday themed shows, which I plan on having a Christmas show. Thanksgiving I might skip over, but Halloween and Christmas, the main ones. Maybe even an Easter show, maybe. And later on, 4th of July show. Stuff like that. That'd be pretty fun. Sinuses have been horrible for the past few days, so bear with me if I have a quick sneeze or cough during the show, because my sinuses have been really acting up. I don't know about everyone else's, but yeah, it is not fun to take a Zyrtec every day and stuff like that. We got a comment here. Chelsea Steelman, 7 Brew fall coffees are unbeatable. All right, nice. Kim Martin or Kim Roos says, apple cider. Of course, I know that she likes apple cider. We bought a gallon of pumpkin. I think it's like pumpkin spice, or it's like pumpkin apple cider, which is that was really good. Karen Trugar, anything with apples, of course, so good. All right, we got 2 more minutes, and we'll have the great Chelsea Steelman segment, and that'll be very fun. It's a minute and 30 seconds. It'll be great. I'm very excited to hear because I haven't even watched it yet. I'm very excited to hear what she has to say. She's very good on Instagram, TikTok. She has a butt ton of followers on the TikTok and Instagram. I mean, she knows what she's doing when it comes to this type of thing. So I thought she'd be a great addition to this show. I thought it'd just be fun. I was gonna have Grandma Karen on for a little bit, but she decided that she didn't want to be on here. But she also loves putting up decorations, of course. The Christmas Christmas decorations. I mean, she puts up 1, 2, 3 Christmas trees, and if we're lucky, sometimes if we're lucky, she put up 4. So Chelsea Steelman says, so honored. Well, I'm honored to have you on the show. But yeah, it'll be awesome. So, all right, 7:09. We can show it. I'd love to see Grandma Karen someday, of course. We're going to show this little video, and then we're going to go on to... It's kind of going to be in between. I'm going to talk a little bit about horror movies, a little bit just back and forth until around 7:25, which is around the plan of the schedule, which will be great. The schedule, I mean, it's very good. We did have an unexpected little addition that I am very excited. I know the person who's going to do it is very excited about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the great Chelsea Steelman fashion show, if you will, and describing who she is. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this little greatness that I'm about to show you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chelsea Steelman. I am Connor's older sister, and I'm honored to be on the Connor Schuchardt Show tonight, before his brothers, might I add. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 4 kids, and I have been on social media for the past 4 years now. I have a TikTok and I have Instagram. If you like to see more content from me, you can definitely jump over there. I talk a lot about motherhood, lifestyle, fashion, and what we're going to talk about today is fall decor. That is what Connor has requested of me. Whenever it comes to holiday decor, I have a little bit of a hot take, and that is less is more, and that I don't like for it to stand out. For instance, keeping your normal everyday decor out and adding a little bit to it is also easier because whenever the holidays are switching, you're not having to take everything down and put everything up, switch things out. You're really just adding a few hints here or there. And I also think it's fun for people or guests to come over and notice the little hints instead of being smacked in the face with decor. So let's walk around the house. I'll show you a little bit of what I mean here, and then we'll get back to your regular scheduled Connor Schuchardt Show segments. So here is just a little bit of an example of what I have in my home. On the mantle, I had all of these pictures up previously. I just added all of my bottle brush trees, and then I also already had all of these wicker plates on the wall, and I just added the orange ones. Adding little things in here and there that blend in with your already there home decor is the most seamless in my opinion. Thank you for watching, and thanks for tuning in to the Connor Schuchardt Show.
That was fantastic. I haven't even seen that yet. I didn't know what to expect. That was awesome. Thank you, Mrs. Chelsea Steelman. That was great. So I really understand what she meant there by kind of having your fall stuff out, but not shoving it in people's faces, and just kind of having your own style and the fall decorations and combine into one. I really like that, and thought that was really cool. So thank you again, Chelsea, for doing that. I very much appreciate it. Karen Schuchardt says love Halloween. She also says love to see you, Chelsea. I really don't know how to say this name. I don't know, so forgive me. Thoughts on the world right now. I knew something like this would come up. This is the fall episode, or Halloween episode. We, of course, in November, that's still fall. We have the election coming up. I'm pretty sure it's November 15th. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you follow me, you know my views, of course. I mean, let's just put it like this. I'm wearing a red shirt. I'm on the right side. I don't like, I mean, this is the first time I really don't like getting major political on the Connor Schuchardt Show on YouTube, because I guess I need to be careful now, or I'll get some kind of censor, some kind of something. They've already tried to get me with copyrights of songs, which hacks me off, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, so thoughts on the world right now? It could be better. I'll put it like that. It could be better, but I mean, it is what it is, really. Kamala Harris is running for president. Donald Trump, of course, is running for president. It's a crazy world. I guarantee you, people 20 years ago would think Donald Trump is running for president. Are you kidding me? I mean, no. But people were still talking about him running for president in the past. But I mean, it's just the times we live in is insane, ladies and gentlemen. If you want some more political content, I suggest you go to either one, my Facebook, or two, my Instagram, because Instagram is where I go nuts. We got the great Simo Fishing. I had a great interview with him. He's a great interviewer. He's a great YouTube content creator. He really knows what he's doing as well. He says, "What's up, Connor? How's it going, Simo Fishing? Love the fact that you've tuned in." Karen Schuchardt says, "So cute, Chelsea." That was great, though. Thank you again for doing that. Simo Fishing, great way to put it without getting too political. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love doing what I do. I love getting political, and if you want to do that, heck, go on my Instagram, ConnorSchu5, ConnorSchu 5, and heck, you might be a guest on the Connor Schuchardt Show Instagram edition. You might even be on the Cinnamon Roll Milk Show. That was a very fun show, by the way. Very fun. What time is it? It is 7:15. And oh no. Okay. Quick pause real quick. I'll be right back. Surprisingly, my computer's about to go dead. So, I'll be right back after this short break real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we saved that just in time. Okay, I'm gonna just say it right now. Thank you, Mr. Jalen Schuchardt. He saved the day. Computer almost went dead, so that was a really close one. That that could have been bad. Simo Fishing comments, thoughts on Jackson versus Poplar Bluff 7th grade game. So kind of knew at some point I was gonna get asked about that too. You know, a lot of people could say a lot of things. I did see that on Instagram they were bashing the refs pretty bad. You know what? To each his own. I mean, it could have always went better. We obviously have things to work on. For some reason, every time I get asked thoughts on the Jackson Poplar Bluff or Cape Poplar Bluff 7th grade game, is because I've watched coaches rage, NFL coaches rage, and I could always say, Jackson is who we thought they were. If you know, you know. They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. So, yeah, if you don't understand that, I'm sorry, but I've always thought that was really funny. Karen Schuchardt says, pray for all the Hurricane Helene victims. Yes. It shocked me because I have a relative who lives in Florida, and I didn't know if he was going to get hit or not by the hurricane, but I think Jupiter did not get hit, Jupiter, Florida. It looks like it was fine. I mean, it was very sad. I think a few fatalities have already happened from that. And that was a shame. I really hated to see that. Simo Fishing says, I gotta go. See ya, dude. You know what? Thank you for tuning in, sir. Love to have you on the show. But yeah, I mean, again, thank you to thank you everybody for hanging in there while I had my technical difficulties. That could have been bad if my computer just went dead right in the middle of the show. That'd be awful. That'd be an awful situation if that happened. It'd be awful. It'd be catastrophic to the YouTube world if they did not get the honor of having the Connor Schuchardt Show on there. But I did get a chance to show all these intros that I worked hard on. So the guest in mind may work out. So we're gonna hope so. I'm still gonna keep it a little low. So yeah, let's talk about fall a little bit more. Let's talk about what's your favorite things about fall. What's your favorite, not just food, which I love talking about food, but let's just talk about it a little bit because first of all, I see everyone during fall wearing the flannel shirts, which is great, but I've never thought I'd look good and flannel shirts. That's just me though. That's my personal belief. Um, that I mean that's but a lot of people do look good in them. Coffee is a big thing. I wonder when the whole coffee thing really started, and like how did it get like combined with fall? I wonder like how did these two things combine, coffee and fall? Which I can kind of see it a little bit, like it's kind of starting to get cooler. Start drinking the warm drinks. You have the cocoa and the coffee and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not. My dad's a big pumpkin spice guy. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of guys who are a fan of pumpkin spice. I like it. So do I mean, a lot of guys like it, but not too many. I think the ratio is pretty nuts compared to girls and boys with the pumpkin spice deal. But still, um, yeah. I really hope the surprise guest can make it. I really hope so. Anyway, it's around 7:22. It's scheduled for 7:25. So I really hope he can make it and we can talk about horror movies. That'll be great. Love horror movies. I guess we can kind of dive into it right now. To the 5 people who are watching, again, please share. Uh, what are the go-to movies you watch when you're kind of easing into the fall? And these are the questions I'm probably gonna ask the surprise guest. What are the key things, key movies that you watch? I mean, not everyone's big fans of horror movies. I will say, but I mean, you got a bunch of more. You got a bunch more stuff that you can watch in the fall that still gives that fall feeling. But I mean, you can never go wrong with the 1978 original Halloween. If you haven't watched that, please do that. Well, wait till the show is done, of course. But yeah, please watch that movie. It's a fantastic movie. Uh, and not all movies are like in there with the Halloween season. If you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre review, that's a summer movie in my opinion. That's a summer movie, I think. Um, and there's a bunch more you can. Let me think. What Nightmare on Elm Street? That's really an any time. You can watch Nightmare on Elm Street any time of the year, and it'll still be good. That's what I think anyway. I've always thought that. Uh, I know my brother Cody, Chelsea Steelman's husband, is a giant fan, or was a giant fan. I think he still is, of the Goosebumps series that was out in the. Let me actually say. I'm pretty sure it was the 90s. Let's see here. So yeah, I mean, I think it's in the. I think it was in the early or late 90s. Let me check. I know the books came out way before. Uh, let's see. So this debuted. Yeah. Oh, this came out in early or mid 19. This came in the mid 90s, 1995. So Goosebumps is a really good show to watch. Um, the movies aren't as good as the show, in my opinion. The movies are decent if you're. I mean, the movies are for like I feel like a younger, like around a 7, 6, maybe 8 year old. Uh, Still good. I mean, the cinematography is still pretty good for the time that it came out compared to a lot of movies. Uh, Books I've never personally read them actually. Uh, I like it, but I used to like it. I really like it at one time, but not as much. And I mean, yeah, so that's pretty good. So it's around. Okay, we're getting around the time where I can hope that he can show up. Well, the next segment after this, will be Children of the Night, which, I mean, to be honest, I am super pumped for. That'll be the next segment, and then the next one, you guys are in for a treat. After the Children of the Night. So yeah, comment away what your favorite horror movies are, what your favorite horror shows. Maybe you have a favorite show that you like to watch. To be honest, a good one for me to ease in again is Halloween. You can't really beat it. To be honest, it's so legendary. Um, Halloween is just a part of it's a part of movie history. To be honest, I mean, I've always thought so anyway. It's very very good, and just the way it's recorded at the time. And I'm sorry, I'm sending the link to one of my buddies real quick, the great Beckett Johnson from the from Children of the Night. He will be on the show, and I am very pumped for that. We'll be talking about the new Beetlejuice, which, hey, tell me in the comments if you've watched that, just so we can have a little bit of time to talk about it, talk about different subjects. But I would like to talk about Beetlejuice. I really enjoyed it. I think personally, it's the best so far this year. To be honest, that's my opinion. 7:35. Sorry, I'm talking out of what I'm thinking. So, yeah, I love Beetlejuice. It's a great show, a great movie. I don't know if anyone's watched the cartoon. That's a trip. That is. It just. Tell me. Oh, this is a good question. Tell me if you've watched the original. Did you watch the original Halloween in theaters? Just a quick. Your dad says Night of the Living Dead, but here's the question: Night of the Living Dead, the remake, or the original? That's all I'm saying. The remake or the original? That's a pretty good question. I always like the remake, and I don't know what year that came out. I really enjoyed that. So yeah. Uh, so I don't think our first surprise guest is going to be able to be on here, which is fine. We'll have the great. We it's very possible that we might have the great Beckett Johnson on the show, which will be very very good. Yeah, I this is so. What has been your guys' best Halloween, like best Halloween year? I mean that's a pretty good question, I think, for everybody. Best Halloween year for you? I mean that's pretty hard to be really specific, but mine has to be the last trick or treat I did was pretty good. I dressed up as a Ghostbuster. Can't beat the Ghostbusters. Okay, so we're about to do our Children of the Night. Heck yeah. Okay, this is gonna work out perfect. It's gonna work out really well. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out. All right, so okay. Kim Ruth says the original Night of the Living Dead. That's that. Yeah, that movie is pretty iconic, I will say. Yeah. Okay. We're about to have Beckett Johnson on the show. We're going to play our intros. And you guys just get ready. This will be great. And we'll be right back after. It's showtime. We're back. Hello? What can I say? We're back.
Yep.
This is fantastic. Beckett, are you in a car?
Yeah.
So pretty.
That's awesome. Okay? That means we're live, and this is kind of like getting news coverage, to be honest. So we'll start out with you, Beckett. Beckett, what are your thoughts on the new Beetlejuice movie?
I thought it was really good, 10 out of 10, but the lightning killed off Elio was really bad.
What was bad? So my thoughts on the Beetlejuice movie had to be probably again, it was either a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
The way Michael Keaton played Beetlejuice, that was really good.
He couldn't replace
Willem Dafoe, of course, that was one of your favorite characters, correct?
Yeah, I like the idea of that.
Yeah, and so, I don't know, I hope everyone can hear Beckett well. I hope the sound is fine. So, yeah, this is great. This is live, and this is fantastic. So, what was your favorite part of the
wedding?
What'd you say?
The wedding.
The wedding scene. That was very good. They had the great MacArthur's Park.
Yeah.
That was good. My favorite scene probably had to be it's either the wedding scene or it's the scene where Beetlejuice comes back and he comes out of the model. And But Beckett, could you tell us right now what is your destination right now? Didn't you tell me you're going to a haunted house?
Yeah.
So what would be? It would be. Oh yeah. What's in your opinion? Is the original Beetlejuice better than the original? Is the new one better than the original?
I think they're about
even.
So
okay, I can
both
see
are
that.
10 out of 10.
Right. I think personally, it really depends on how you feel. I mean, I think both movies.
Yeah.
You know. Well, Beckett, since the Children of the Night have been sadly not around for a while.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite Children of the Night episode?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to see how this one ends.
Okay.
Probably our most recent one after this.
Alright. So my personal favorite had to be the trivia show with Freddy versus Jason. That was my favorite episode. And I hope I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where your sister interrupted the show, needing, I'm pretty sure, a blanket or a pillow or something like that. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And trust me, it didn't ruin it. Trust me, by all means, it didn't ruin the show. It made the show better. You know, it made that was pure comedy there. So yeah, so you say you're going to a haunted house. When you go to a haunted house, what is your go-to? Like what do you need out of a haunted house? Do you want to be terrified the entire time? Do you just have fun? Like, what is your go-to?
Honestly, it's gonna be good if there's not a whole bunch of animatronics and computers and stuff, like actual people.
All right, yeah, I can see that. That's right. Have you heard about the one where they have to sign a contract?
Yeah, there's two. There's one called McCamey Haunted House, and the other one it's called the 17th Hour. Something like that.
There's one where like it has like I think correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's like 7 top fears in the world. One of them is like claustrophobia, and you have to
Yeah.
walk like a 2-foot crawl space. It's awful.
There's one where they can actually shock you.
Yeah, I
Like,
that
beat
is
you and stuff.
electrocution.
Yeah, but you have to sign the waiver, and if you actually get through like the whole night there, you win like $20,000.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Overdose on Indian.
Yeah. So, well, what was your? Since I've already asked you, what's your favorite part of the new Beetlejuice movie? What's your favorite part about the the old Beetlejuice?
It's pretty similar to the new one, Wedding.
Yeah, that's an
it's
icon.
the Day-O scene. At the dinner.
I know, but still, it's
Yeah, that's pretty legendary.
I do like the wedding scene in the first one too. But I think it's the dinner scene.
but still, it's sketchy.
So Beckett, what is your
Yeah.
to ease
Look,
in
there is a corner
to the Halloween season?
right there.
What is your favorite Halloween movie?
That's a hard one.
Really?
Like, in general, horror.
Back it. We're almost here.
I don't know, that's hard.
We're here, baby.
Anyway, we're here, so I have to get off.
All right. Well,
Alright?
have fun at that. And Beckett, thank you for tuning in.
Good, how you
I will
doing?
see you later soon.
Alright, bye.
Bye. We have the great Beckett Johnson on the show. Happy to have him on. So this next segment, it's a little different. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the great Jalen Schuchardt on the show, my great cousin, that'll be talking about sports, and we'll be talking about mainly about football, about what's going on in the football world, and I hope we can get Jalen out here. Jalen, come on out. We're ready for you. This will be great. He's going to be talking about college and NFL, and what's been going on. Where's the haunted house? It is in St. Louis. All right. So, he's here. All right, the great legend. He's going to pull up some of the scores of what's going on in the sports world, college and NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, the show will be taken over by the great Jalen Schuchardt. Here's the mic. Sir, go at it.
Not taking over. You're still in the show.
Okay,
You're
all
still
right.
the main person here. So, we are going to be going into a little bit of hockey and basketball preseason,
Okay,
baseball a little bit,
all right.
football mainly. So we'll dive right into that now.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure. Can everyone hear Jalen just fine? I know the microphone's a little far. Hopefully, everyone can hear him just fine. Jalen, you go at it. Let's talk some sports stats.
So the Falcons, I really did not see them winning here. The Bucks, they have been on a roll. They were 3-1. Now they're 3-2. Falcons, they should have beat the Chiefs. Chiefs could have been 0-4, but they're 4 now.
All right.
That
So was this Buccaneers versus Falcons? Was this an upset?
yes,
All right.
but it was a toss up, but mostly the Buccaneers should have won.
All right. All right. Let's talk about what week are we in? Week 4. Talk about week 4 now.
Cowboys, they shouldn't have been that close against the Giants. The Giants are good. Neighbors had a good game. It still shouldn't have been that close.
Right.
Cowboys, they should have won that, which they did.
Which, if they don't know, real quick, tell them who their star quarterbacks are. Real quick, who's their starting quarterbacks of the Cowboys and the Giants?
Cowboys have Dak Prescott,
All right.
top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Giants,
You remember? If it's fine if you don't remember, but
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, okay. So is Daniel Jones up there in the top 10?
No.
Really?
He's
All right.
He's top 20. He's
Can't really say.
not very good. He's not in the top half of the NFL. Saints. I had them winning against the Falcons. Falcons. Another upset there.
All right.
Saints. It's good that they won.
All
It's good
right.
that the Falcons won. They're 2-0, or they're 3-0. 3-2. They could easily be 4-1. Steelers, Colts. Colts. Surprising win. Steelers. They have all the pieces put together. They just need to execute.
Okay.
Broncos, Jets. That's another toss-up.
Dang, they did not score that much in that game. That was a 10-9 game. The Broncos win that one. And if you don't mind me adding real quick, I'm pretty sure Allie's our cousin, right? Yeah, I read.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a cheerleader for the Denver Broncos, has a Super Bowl ring. That's awesome. She was a cheerleader for the Broncos. Just wanted to add that real quick. Seeing that she posted that she went to one of the games. Hey, might get a discount. Just saying. But anyway, keep on going with these stats of what's been going on in the NFL world.
Eagles, Bucks. They won that, obviously. The Bucks are good. They should be at 4-1, but unfortunately they are 3-2.
Okay. All right, now we're going on to week 5.
No,
we are. It says week 5.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're 3-2 now.
Okay, yeah.
We're still on week 4. I was just checking if I was right on that.
This is great. Maybe I should have you on every show talking about what's going on in the sports world. You might be my sports journalist. That sounds good. The great Jalen Schuchardt, the Connor Schuchardt Show.
Okay, we can go on week 4 now. Oh.
I don't think you talked about the Rams and the Bears.
Okay, Rams, Bears. That is very, very surprising. The Bears, they won by the skin of their teeth.
Okay.
Not in that game, but in the week 1, Caleb Williams had a really bad game.
All right.
In the first game. They're not really bad, but he had I don't think he had 100 yards passing, which is crazy. But their defense showed up in a big way and they won the game. Vikings, Packers. Vikings 4-0. They're on a roll. They could go on a run here. They are pretty good. Justin Jefferson doing Justin Jefferson things.
Just real quick, if you don't mind me asking, just as a prediction, who do you think will be the Super Bowl teams? Who will play in the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, geez. Okay.
As a guess, if you will, an educated guess.
Not the Cowboys, not the Giants, not the Saints. Don't think the Falcons, not the Rams, not the Bears.
You just upset a lot of Rams, Bears, Cowboy, and Giants fans by saying that, I bet.
Vikings, Packers. Vikings could go on a run. I don't think they're going to win make it to the Super Bowl. They might. Not saying they won't, but not a long shot. But it's not fair either. Steelers, Colts. Don't think so. Packers. Don't think so. Broncos, Jets. Both those teams are 2-2. Don't think it's going to happen.
All right.
Eagles, Bucks. Don't think either of those are going to win. Bengals are 1-3. They have a really good team, but they just haven't been playing very well.
Okay, so is that if it's not on the players, then it must be on the coaches, correct?
It is on the players. They just haven't been playing very well.
Okay.
Panthers.
Oh, Grandma Karen says Chiefs. Is that a good possibility that they might have 3 in a row if they pull this one off?
Yes.
Think that's possible? All right. We heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Schuchardt predicts that the Chiefs could be in the Super Bowl.
Could win it too.
Could win it.
Once they're in it,
Jeez.
Mahomes has had it factor. Panthers, they had under, we'll say, 250 fans at their last game last season. Or under 100 fans at their last game last season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had like 98.
That's dang.
It was horrible.
That's like my
Because
retro
they
ball
were
team.
Because they were horrible.
Jeez. That's no good. That's no good.
Jaguars, 0-4. They are pretty bad. I don't think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. That might be my one guarantee.
The Jaguars are not going to the Super Bowl. Guaranteed.
Pretty much guaranteed. They might not make it to the playoffs. They probably won't make it to the playoffs. Texans, they are my flag football team name, so I have to like them. Stroud, he has so many weapons. He has Nico. He just got Stephon Diggs. He had Tank Dell.
All right.
I wonder if he got hurt again or if he's still hurt from his last week's injury. Yeah, he can just pick his poison. He has so many weapons on his team, and their defense is stacked. Obviously, they got Stingley. He's a great corner. I think they could be really good. They just need to play a little bit better.
All right.
They could.
If you don't mind me asking, what about let's talk about a little bit about college football.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, let's talk about a little bit about college. So as a prediction, who are you predicting to be in the national championships this year? Just from what you have heard from the great Pat McAfee on College Game Day, and just so many other things because you watch sports all the time. So who do you think, as an intelligent guess, what do you think? Who do you think is going to be in the national championships in the season of 2024?
You did not know this year they're doing a playoff. It's a 12-team playoff. Florida State Clemson should have been a really good game.
Okay.
And coming into the season, it was going to be one of the best games of the season. But Florida State, it was 1-3. Now they're 1-4. The game is 23-7 right now. Clemson. It's just crazy. They should have been a lot better than they were, but after that loss against Georgia Tech, they haven't been the same ever since, and they weren't the same ever since last year. They were this year. They're just not the same.
Okay. So I gotta ask, since you know the Schuchardt family, because of course you're a part of it.
Yeah.
What about the great Notre Dame Fighting Irish? I've watched a few of their games. How do you think, from your great sports mind, how do you think they're doing this 2024 season?
So obviously they cannot get the 1-4 rank going into the season because they're not in a conference.
Right.
So they're guaranteed. They have 4 less shots than all the other teams. Now they have 8 shots to make it to the playoffs. Ever since that loss against Southern Illinois, I don't know if they're gonna make it. I hope they do. I really do, but I just don't know.
I've from what I've seen, I've watched a few things on Marcus Freeman. He's a good guy, but do you think he is a good coach? Because there's clearly a difference. Do you think he is a good coach for Notre Dame?
I don't know if it's for Notre Dame, if he's a very good coach, but he is a good coach. I'm not saying he's one of the best coaches, but he is a good coach. I don't know if he's the right guy for Notre Dame.
Okay. Notre Dame hasn't had the right guy for, you can ask Grandpa or my dad, or they haven't had the right guy for it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Since Lou Holtz, I guess you could say, or one of them. But anyway, I'm sorry, but continue going on, talk about all these great things that are happening in the sport of football.
Michigan, Washington. Harbaugh went away to go coach in the NFL for it's Michigan's coach. He went away, went to the Chargers. They're having a pretty good season so far. Michigan is 4-1 at the 10 seed. They're pretty good, but they're playing their opponent last year in the national championship. Washington. Can't remember.
Too much about them. That's fine.
No, but I was thinking of their name.
Oh.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But Penix went away. He was the eighth pick. For the Falcons, who are having a pretty good season so far. They won 2 straight games. They're doing pretty good. Washington, their coach went away to go coach at Alabama because Saban retired. I don't know who their coach is right now, but they're having not too bad of a season. Ooh, Michigan just scored. They got a field goal.
But okay, we have to talk about this because so it was either 2 years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. The big hype was Colorado because you had Coach Prime bring over quite a few people. The big hype this year, I would say, is Mizzou, right?
Yes.
So they pretty much got a dose of reality today. Yeah, they got to be. Do you have any comments on the game that happened today? Where were their screw ups in that game?
Let me find it.
It's okay. We all gotta do a little cheating sometimes.
Texas A&M, they are a really good team. They're ranked 25 right now. Whenever the night's over, they'll be higher, maybe they'll be lower. They destroyed Mizzou. Mizzou, like you said, did get a dose of reality. They aren't. 2 years ago, everybody was saying they don't deserve to be an SEC team.
Okay.
Which I don't agree with that. They are good, but they aren't the 9. I don't know if they'll make it to the playoffs. But at least they didn't lose to a Southern Illinois team.
Yeah, okay. Shoved it in my face a little bit there.
Just like Notre Dame.
Okay.
They lost to a ranked team. It's not too bad of a loss.
So I'm pretty sure didn't Notre Dame beat Texas A&M? I'm pretty sure. That was the first game I watched. That me and my buddies, Texas A&M and Notre Dame. That was the first Notre Dame game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was August 31st. I'm pretty sure Notre Dame pulled that off. So that only means one thing: Notre Dame could have beat Mizzou if they faced each other. So just saying, real quick, just want to throw that out there.
That would be a good game. It would be a toss-up. They're both really good, and I don't know what team I like better. I'd say Notre Dame, but I don't.
Just for family tradition, just say Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's what I said. SMU, 5-1, beating Louisville. 2 high-powered offenses, 34-27, high-scoring game. It's just the first play of the game was it was a 33-yard game for SMU, which is crazy. You never see that to open a game.
Okay.
Indiana remains undefeated. They're 6-0. They played Northwestern. And I think next week is going to be whenever they play their best team, but I don't know who they're playing. I can't remember.
So that's the last game, or that was the first game technically today. We went from the most recent to the least recent today. So do you have any ending comments before we end the show here today? What do you got to say, Mr. Sports Journalist Jalen Schuchardt? What do you got to say?
Can we go to a little bit of hockey and
okay,
basketball?
Yeah, go ahead.
Baseball.
Yeah, okay.
Baseball's going on right now.
Well, yeah, everyone forgot about baseball as soon as football started.
Yeah, take that, baseball fans.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you can talk about that for a little bit. we'll talk about for a few more minutes. We'll get to the hour mark. As soon as we get to the hour mark, we'll start wrapping up the show. But yeah, go ahead and talk about some more sports if you would like.
So NBA starting very soon. Preseason has started. I actually did not know they do preseason in the NBA. I knew they did summer league with all the rookies and second-year players and third-year players sometimes. They're not very good. NHL. It just started a couple days ago, maybe a week ago actually. But I really don't know how the team's doing so far. Hopefully the Blues are doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, you got to it's really hard to focus on two sports at once, and also with the amount of information you take in. I mean, you either got to stick with one sport per season. Because, I mean, I'm going to guess you've been pretty much just watching football since football season started, correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, you start focusing on other sports when football season is over, because I'm pretty sure football is your favorite sport. So, yeah, I mean, I could understand why you couldn't take in as much information from other sports. So, yeah. I mean, but what do you think? Who do you think will be in the who's your favorite NBA team? We'll go from what's your favorite NBA to NHL team. What's your favorite?
Okay, so NBA.
NBA is where we get really serious here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got Connor Schuchardt saying all the sports overlap.
They do. They really do. Baseball, and then football, then basketball,
Right.
and then soccer fans.
Boo.
Yeah.
I agree.
That starts after basketball, and then starts playing over again.
Start everything over. That's right. Favorite NBA team. That's
tough. Really is. I do like Boston, but I like Milwaukee too because my favorite player, Lillard.
Right.
Plays there. Should have been Miami, but his manager did not want him to.
Keep trying to think. What was that one movie we watched? It was like The Fishes of something, and the guy would score like that. Do you remember the name of that movie?
No, but I remember Dr. J was in it.
Yes, it was really funny. I really wish we could remember what that's called.
That was a good movie, though.
It really was, but that's my favorite team, or the main team that's in that movie. But let's get. I think this might be a little easier question to ask because I know the NBA. You're a big NBA guy. Really, all your teams, you like all teams pretty much. They got a good player. Favorite NFL team.
Okay. Texans.
NFL team.
I said Texans.
That's a college game. I'm talking about NFL.
Texans.
Man. You know what? I should never question this human because that I looked foolish on the internet. And you know what? I will fully admit that I looked foolish on my own show. You outsmarted me. You deserve a handshake for that, sir. All right. Yeah, you deserve that. I looked foolish. I apologize for that. But yeah, Texans. Why do you pick the Texans?
I like their colors. They have a young team. They made a run. They were really bad. They won one game like 3 seasons ago, I think. They got a new head coach from last year, CJ Stroud. He's doing awesome. Tank Dell, I wish he was healthy, but he can do some stuff.
Is CJ Stroud going to be up there with Patrick Mahomes?
No.
And
No,
Aaron
Mahomes.
Rodgers
No.
and the big guys. Will he ever get there at some point? If he stays in the NFL for, I mean, heck, 10 years like a lot of them do. Yeah, what do you think will happen there? Like, will he end up getting there if he has the long run?
I don't think he can be up there with Mahomes and Brady and
The big guys.
Montana.
Or the Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Really. We got a comment here. Hello, Connor. I just tuned in. Are we on NBA or NFL? We're talking about NFL right now. Mr. Gabe Kelly. He's a football player. He's a pretty good guy. But anyway, back to what we were talking about, C.J. Stroud. You don't think he will end up on the Mount Rushmore up there with the big guys?
He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be one of the best quarterbacks, but he's not up there. He's gonna be top 15 quarterbacks, I think, in the NFL of all time.
Okay.
Hopefully, hopefully he can win a Super Bowl.
All right. All right. Hey, we've hit the hour mark. Any lasting statements you would like to make?
Baseball, Royals.
Okay.
I cannot believe they're winning.
All right.
I really can't. I thought they were worse than the Cardinals. Cardinals didn't even make it. And Royals beat the Orioles, which the Cardinals also beat in the regular season. And we were there. What?
You were there. I haven't been to a Cardinals game since my on-inquire
Oh, I thought we went to.
We went to a Battlehawks game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And
that was
hey,
sweet.
if hopefully the show's still going on when the XFL is or UFL now, when they're doing their season, hopefully I can, with this show still going on, and hopefully you'll become a full sports journalist for the Connor Schuchardt Show, and you'll be on every few shows or so. But ladies and gentlemen, from both the Schuchardt children, thank you so much for tuning into this fantastic show. This has been going on for an hour. To the 4 people who are watching, thanks for tuning in. It's been a great show. Hopefully, share, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. If you didn't like the show, hit the dislike button, for crying out loud. I really want to get your real opinions. So, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and I will catch you guys on the flippity flop.